Our planet, Earth, is a miracle in the vast universe, a unique gem among countless stars and planets, a blue oasis teeming with life, a sanctuary of biodiversity and natural wonders. Yet, have you ever wondered how this miracle came to be? How did this extraordinary planet, our home, come into existence? How did this planet, our home, form from the chaos of space? The story of Earth's birth is a fascinating tale of cosmic events. The birth of Earth is a tale spanning billions of years, a narrative written in the stars and the dust of the cosmos. It's a story of cosmic dust, fiery collisions, and the slow, steady hand of time, shaping our world over eons. To understand our planet's origins, we must journey back to the dawn of our solar system, to a time of primordial chaos and creation. Back to a time when the sun was a newborn star, glowing with the promise of new beginnings. Imagine a vast cloud of gas and dust, a swirling cosmic nursery where stars and planets are born. This cloud, called a nebula, was the birthplace of our sun and all the planets that orbit it, including our Earth. It's within this cosmic cradle that our journey begins, a journey through time and space. From this point forward, we'll trace the incredible journey of Earth's formation, from a cloud of dust to a vibrant living planet. It's a story that fills us with awe and reminds us of the delicate balance that makes life on our planet possible, a balance we must cherish and protect. Picture a giant swirling cloud of gas and dust. This is the solar nebula, the birthplace of our solar system. This nebula wasn't just sitting still, it was constantly rotating, slowly collapsing in on itself due to gravity. As the nebula collapsed, it spun faster and faster, like a spinning figure skater pulling their arms in. This spinning motion flattened the cloud into a disk. At the center of this disk, the material became so densely packed that atoms began to fuse. This fusion ignited a star, our sun. The sun's birth was a dramatic event, blasting out intense heat and light. However, it was only the first act in the formation of our solar system. The remaining gas and dust in the disk continued to swirl around the newborn sun. This material would eventually clump together to form the planets, including our own Earth. With the sun blazing at the center, the solar nebula was far from calm. The remaining dust and gas particles were constantly moving, bumping into each other. As tiny particles collided, they stuck together, thanks to a force called electrostatic attraction. This process, called accretion, is like building a snowman one snowflake at a time. Over millions of years, these clumps grew larger, their gravitational pull increasing. The larger they got, the more material they attracted, growing from pebbles to boulders, to mountain-sized objects called planetesimals. In the chaotic dance of the early solar system, these planetesimals collided with each other. Some collisions were destructive, shattering these objects into pieces. But some were constructive, merging planetesimals into larger and larger bodies. One of these bodies would eventually become our Earth. The early solar system was a violent place. While Earth was still growing through accretion, it was under constant bombardment from leftover planetesimals and other debris. Imagine a barrage of asteroids and comets, some as large as small planets, crashing into the Earth's surface. This period, known as the Late Heavy Bombardment, was a time of intense heat and upheaval. These impacts weren't just destructive, they played a vital role in shaping our planet. The energy from these collisions helped to melt the Earth's surface, leading to the formation of its molten core. Additionally, some of the water and other volatile compounds that make life possible on Earth today are thought to have been delivered by these impacting objects. It was a fiery, chaotic period, but it was essential to forge the Earth we know today. Section 5. The Cooling Earth. Oceans and Atmosphere. As the bombardment slowed down, the Earth began to cool. The molten surface gradually solidified, forming a thin, primitive crust. This crust was constantly shifting and changing due to volcanic activity. Volcanoes spewed gases from the Earth's interior, forming a primitive atmosphere. This early atmosphere was very different from the one we breathe today, composed mostly of nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. As the Earth continued to cool, the water vapor in the atmosphere condensed, forming clouds and raining down on the surface. Over millions of years, this rain collected in the lower-lying areas, creating the first oceans. This period marked a turning point in Earth's history. The stage was set for the emergence of life in these newly formed oceans. But first, another crucial element was needed: a protective shield. Section 6. Earth's protective shield, the magnetic field. While the surface cooled and oceans formed, something remarkable was happening deep within the Earth. The constant spinning of our planet, combined with the movement of molten iron in its core, generated a magnetic field. This magnetic field, invisible but vital, acts as a shield, protecting us from the constant stream of charged particles emitted by the sun, known as the solar wind. Without it, the solar wind would strip away our atmosphere, making life on Earth impossible. The magnetic field acts as a barrier, deflecting most of the solar wind around our planet. The beautiful auroras we see at the poles are visible reminders of the magnetic field's interaction with the solar wind. This invisible shield played a crucial role in making Earth a habitable planet, allowing life to emerge and thrive. Section 7. The spark of life. Around 3.8 billion years ago, in the depths of the newly formed oceans, a remarkable event occurred: the spark of life. This was a time when the Earth was a very different place, a world of violent volcanic activity and tumultuous seas. The exact details of how life arose from non-living matter remain a mystery, but we know that the early Earth provided the necessary conditions. The planet was a cauldron of chemical reactions, with the right mix of elements and energy sources. The oceans were teeming with organic molecules, the building blocks of life. These molecules, like amino acids and nucleotides, floated in what scientists often refer to as the primordial soup. Energy from the sun, lightning, and geothermal vents provided the spark needed for these molecules to assemble into the first simple life forms. The interplay of these energy sources created a dynamic environment where life could begin. These early life forms were single-celled organisms, much simpler than even the most basic bacteria today. They were microscopic, invisible to the naked eye, yet they held the potential for all future life. But they were alive, and they possessed the remarkable ability to reproduce and evolve. Through countless generations, these simple cells began to diversify and adapt to their surroundings. Their emergence marked a profound turning point in Earth's history, setting in motion a chain of events that would ultimately lead to the diverse planet we know today. From these humble beginnings, life would evolve into the complex ecosystems and myriad species that inhabit our world. Section 8. Shaping our world. Life's impact. From the very beginning, life has played a crucial role in shaping the planet we call home. At first, these early life forms had little impact on the planet. They were simple, single-celled organisms floating in the vast primordial oceans. But over billions of years, they evolved and diversified, gradually changing the Earth's environment in the process. This slow but steady evolution led to an incredible variety of life forms, each contributing to the planet's transformation. One of the most significant changes was the rise of photosynthesis. This process allowed organisms to convert sunlight into energy, fundamentally altering the planet's atmosphere. Organisms evolved the ability to harness energy from sunlight to create their own food, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This was a game changer, as it introduced a new element into the atmosphere. This oxygen, toxic to most early life forms, began to accumulate in the atmosphere, eventually leading to what is known as the Great Oxidation Event. This event marked a turning point in Earth's history. This event was a catastrophe for many life forms, but it paved the way for the evolution of oxygen-breathing organisms, including our own ancestors. The Great Oxidation Event was both a mass extinction and a new beginning. Life has been shaping our planet ever since, from the creation of soil to the regulation of the atmosphere. Plants, for instance, play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of gases in the air. The Earth we know today is a product of this ongoing interaction between life and the environment, a testament to the power of life to transform our world. Every organism, no matter how small, contributes to the intricate web of life that sustains our planet. Section 9. A Blue Oasis. Reflections on Earth. As we look back on the incredible journey of Earth's formation, from a swirling cloud of dust to a vibrant planet teeming with life, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe. The Earth is a miracle, a rare oasis in the vastness of space. The more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how precious and unique our planet truly is. It's our responsibility to cherish and protect this pale blue dot, our only home. For it's only by understanding the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible that we can ensure its preservation for generations to come.